What am I doing? There we go. And on your table of contents, put number 4. And for number 4, we're going to write actually exactly what our lesson focus says, which is add unlike fractions. And that's going to be on page 4. And then turn to page 4. Okay. Zoe, is that an emergency? Okay. Alright, and turn to page 4 and title your page, Add Unlike Fractions. In our example today, we had Nala, who was making her dog treats, and she had 1/3 cup of peanut butter, and she was adding a 1/4 cup of beef jerky to it, right? Okay. This is the problem you were solving. 1/3 plus 1/4. These fractions are unlike because their denominators are different. Okay? So, step 1, we're going to rewrite our problem vertically. So on your paper, rewrite it vertically. You'll notice I made the answer line a little bit longer. That's because of the next step. So you're going to want to make yours a little longer. Step 2. Any guesses? What do we do next? Zoe?
What's equal to 1/3 and 1/4?
We call that finding an equivalent fraction. Remember all of that work we've been doing with equivalent fractions? Now we're going to use it to add our fractions. So put an equal sign by each one and a fraction line. I need to find a common denominator for 4 and for 3. What number does both 4 and 3 go into equally? Sydney. They count by 3. 3, 6, 9. Kyle?
12.
3, 6, 9, 12. 4, 8, 12. So, okay, I found my common denominator. Now I need to figure out my numerator. What number can I multiply 4 by to get 12? Guys, stop with the noises. Then, 3. What I do to the bottom, I do to the top. Everybody, what's 1 times 3? 3. Good job. Okay, now we've got 3, and we have to think, how many times does 3 go into 12? Andrew. Put a 4. What you do to the bottom, you do to the top. What's 1 times 4?
4.
Okay, now I have my equivalent fractions. They have the same denominator. I keep my denominator, right? What is 4 12 plus 3 12? What do I get when I add those? Tyler.
Oh. You get 7.
So put a 7. Am I done? What do I need to do? Jackson, circle it. Okay. Underneath, we're going to write our steps. So step 1, raise your hand. What was the first thing we did? I'll lower it so you still see. What was the first thing we did? Selma.
We wrote our equation.
How?
I can't remember what it's called.
This way. Steven.
We wrote it correctly. We wrote
Right.
our numbers correctly.
So step 1 is to write the problem vertically. Step 2. After I wrote it vertically, what did I do? Had something to do with the 12 and these fractions. Hunter?
You have to find a common denominator.
Very good. So find a common denominator. After I found my common denominator, what did I do? Andrew? No, I didn't add yet. Almost. Christopher?
When you find a common denominator, you have to multiply your fraction by how much you need it to get to.
Could we say find the equivalent fraction or make an equivalent fraction? Would that make sense? Okay, so let's say make an equivalent fraction. Okay, so I made my equivalent fraction. Step 4, what do I do? Hunter.
Now you add 4 12s and 3 12s.
I'm going to say add the equivalent fraction. Ethan, are you getting this down, bud?
Yeah.
Step 5. Greta. Step 5 is to circle your answer. So guys, when you're doing your math homework, this right here is what we call showing your work. Most of us did that last night, but some of us are still writing answers. Why is it important to show your work? Andrew?
Because when you see it and you get the person wrong, you need to know how you did it so you can show the person.
Right. If you were to get it wrong and you don't show me your thinking, I have no idea how to help you. I'm going to think, oh, you just guessed. Right? What else, Greta?
The teacher doesn't know that you did it.
Right. How do I know you weren't sitting there with your calculator just writing answers? I don't think you would do that, but okay. Guys, let's listen to Selma. You forgot. Okay, here's the important part. You need to show your work on your math homework. Okay, pretty soon, if you don't show your work, I'm going to write redo on it, and you're going to have to redo the whole thing. Okay? So we've got to make sure we're doing that. All right.